Guess the famous landmark challenge. Please like, subscribe and press the bell icon, never miss update. Guess the famous landmark. Eiffel Tower. Guess the famous landmark. Statue of Liberty. Guess the famous landmark. Great Wall of China. Guess the famous landmark. Colosseum. Guess the famous landmark. Taj Mahal. Guess the famous landmark. Sydney Opera House. Guess the famous landmark. Christ the Redeemer. Guess the famous landmark. Machu Picchu. Guess the famous landmark. Kremlin. Guess the famous landmark. Buckingham Palace. Guess the famous landmark. Big Ben. Guess the famous landmark. Leaning Tower of Pisa. Guess the famous landmark. Burj Khalifa. Guess the famous landmark. Red Square. Guess the famous landmark. Stonehenge. Guess the famous landmark. Alhambra. Guess the famous landmark. Golden Gate Bridge. Guess the famous landmark. Pyramids of Giza. Guess the famous landmark. Angkor Wat. Guess the famous landmark. Mount Rushmore.